Happy Monday, everyone. We are live. So let's just wait for everyone to come in so we can start. Tonight I'm drinking my favorite Cuba Libre. Cheers! Happy Monday. It is the 16th week of quarantine. Ayan na. So like this girl is a fashion girl. I love her so much and I haven't seen her in a while. And I've asked her to give us some tips in dressing up when it comes to dating. So let's wait for her lang. Teka, how do we do this? There. Friends, this is the very sexy.
Hey, babe.
Hi, babe.
Oh, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You look gorgeous, as always.
You look gorgeous. My God. Do you sleep that way?
Yeah, this is how I sleep. With my girl.
Cheers. Wait, I forgot to tell you, we have to be drinking. Are you
Oh,
drinking?
I already am. Well,
What are you
waiting
drinking?
I'm just drinking red wine.
Okay, I'm drinking a Cuba Libre.
Oh, you have to teach me how to do that.
It's just rum. It's just rum and Coke.
Okay, that's easy.
So madali lang, Coke lang talaga siya. Just pick your rum. It's Don Papa for me. Wait, how was your quarantine been?
Crazy, like everybody else is. We're all losing our minds.
Right. Of course,
Yeah,
I
so
see that.
I started productive, and lately it's just I've been so unproductive. I don't know how you feel. How has it been for you?
Very unproductive also. I started out with the same speed. I mean, like I was writing scripts and then I just find myself now with 3 unfinished scripts. So sabi ko, anong gagawin ko dyan? I've been watching your stories and I've been seeing that you've been baking and cooking and working out. So productive ka, girl.
Girl, hindi. I don't feel like I'm productive.
Parang you became na more fit over the break. Not the break. I mean, over the quarantine break.
I think I have more time to work out. You know how our schedule is. We're always, away. So there's no time to work out.
That's
so now
true.
there's no excuse to not work out. Diba?
No excuse. No excuse. I do cardio every day, but I'm chunkier than you ever since. Kamusta ka na?
I'm good. You know what? When you sent me this, and then I just realized when I looked at your invitation for today, your Instagram post, I was like, oh my God, why is G3 asking me to give advice on what to wear on a date? You should be teaching this. I honestly have not really gone out on a date. You know this. I was in a relationship for a long time.
You're a fashion girl, and like, kasi the common
That's what I can do.
misconception. You're a fashion girl. You're my favorite fashion girl, and the common misconception about fashion girls is they are very cliquish and they're very intimidating. But you're a fashion girl, and you're very down to earth, and I mean that in a loving way, diba?
Love you.
You have a clothes rack at your back, so I
I
assume that
prepared
you're
for you, G3.
kaya nga magmo-model ka ba?
Hindi, papakita ko lang because when you
Sige,
said,
oh.
when you said, okay, but then, I told you, remember before that I was messaging you, girl, I'm living vicariously through you because of all your date nights. And then I was just like, okay, I wasn't dating. I didn't date for a long time. And then, I date 1 month and I find my boyfriend. So it's just,
That's a lie. That's a lie. You've been dating this whole time.
of course not. I was not
Ano ka
dating.
ba?
Cheers.
Cheers muna tayo. Cheers.
G3, you have to give your tips first before I get into giving my
Wait
tips.
lang. Oh, sige, let's make it clear first. Are you dating now?
I am in a relationship.
Oh my God, congrats! Kasi I
Thanks.
saw nga your WhatsApp. Sabi ko, oh my God, yung profile ni Marie sa WhatsApp, talagang nilaunch na niya fully.
I know.
The next guy coming after you, his name is Matthias. He's my friend. Have you met
Yes.
him?
No, I haven't.
He said like, okay, like who is this Marie girl? She's so fit. She checked out your IG. He checked out your IG. Sabi niya, she's so fit. Can you make intros? Sabi ko, I assume that she's not in a relationship because she's gonna give dating tips. So I go, I don't know. But I said I'd make an intro. Kaya lang in Instagram, hindi pwede sabay-sabay, diba?
Yeah, but does he know I'm as old as his aunt? Like, does he know that?
I didn't tell him that you were 53.
Mm.
Secret natin yon.
Tell him na, pag nalaman na niyang 53 na ako, wala na yan. Bye-bye.
Oh nga, so I'm not gonna say naman like give dating tips. I'm not saying that you're the expert in dating. None of us are
No,
experts
you
in
are
dating.
the expert.
No,
You were
hindi.
girl.
Because I'm not an expert in dating, but my gosh, I see him. I see people on dates every time. Like I
Yeah.
see you in people's palace with I don't know if it's a date or if it's a meeting or whatever. Like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time I see you out, you're always with a big shopping bag, and then you're always meeting some guy. I don't know if it's a meeting or like. Mas alam ko parating gwapo yung kasama mo.
Wala
So I was
yan,
thinking,
friends.
talaga? So I
Yeah.
go like, a lot of my followers ask me what to wear on dates. Tapos sabi ko,
Okay.
who better to ask than this fashion girl that's down to earth and super everybody looks up to? Di ba syempre
But
ikaw
I
yun?
want to know how you
Oh,
are so
wait,
sexy
is
in
it
your
me?
dates.
Did I
I
hang
see
or
you.
did you hang?
Sorry. Oh, I don't know.
Whatever. Me, the way I do it is depende where the guy takes me. So I usually go on dinner dates. But I'm very old school. Kailangan talaga dinner date, diba?
Yeah.
Ikaw, what's your dating style pala? Sorry, binalik talaga yung tanong.
Usually, well, it's a dinner. Usually a dinner date. Or like maybe a
Yeah, so di
drink
ba
or
very
coffee.
formal?
Yeah. Nothing,
Yes.
fine dine restaurant like that.
Yeah. That's my dating style as well, diba? But for the first date, at least, diba? He should bring you to a restaurant, diba? He should
Yeah.
feed you steak, diba? I know, girl, that you have an appetite. I've seen you eat. I've sat on a plane with you. So ano
Yes,
dapat?
that's
So,
a secret.
ang first date mo dapat restaurant, dinner.
Yes. Most of the time, because you see the person's table manners, and that's very important. And then you see if if he can carry a conversation while eating. My boyfriend actually told me on our first date that when you meet someone, you have to imagine 10,000 meals with that
10,000
person.
meals? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
So
lot of
he
money.
goes, exactly. No, but 10,000 meals. Imagine, can you bear 10,000 meals with this person? When you meet
That's true.
someone and you're on your first date, you immediately think, okay, will I last 10,000 meals with this person? And if you're like, oh my God, he chews with his mouth open, or he's so rude to the waiter, turn off, red flag,
Yeah,
bye bye.
like when he talks to you and there's a half masticated cow in his mouth, diba? Parang,
Yeah.
ay, ang cute! Diba? Parang ganyan, buhay pa. Parang ganyan.
Yeah.
Diba? So I mean, like, I asked you what your dating style is, and that includes, like, how you prepare for a date. So what do you, like, halimbawa, like, what time is the date usually? Do you set the time or do you let the guy set the time?
It depends on my schedule. Not busy.
Ang pare, busy!
I know.
Busy for guys. Are you too
Project
busy for
yan,
love?
girl. You have to
That's
project.
are
You're
you
so
too busy
busy.
for... Wait, kasi ang mga tao tinatanong career or love. Tapos parang sabi ko, that's so backwards. Diba? If you're a modern woman, if you're an empowered woman, you don't have to choose, diba?
Yeah,
You
you
can
can do
have a
everything.
career and you can like do your job like the whole day, the whole night. And then, like just remove your blazer and go to a date. So ikaw, so syempre depends on your schedule. So do you
Yes.
dictate the time or do you let the guy? Kasi syempre, diba, you're a professional and
Yeah.
you're always on the go and you go to all of these events. Do you dictate the time or do you let the guy dictate the time?
I always dictate. It's what schedule I have. Like what's my availability. That talaga the
And what time is that usually? Is that dinner time?
Usually after work. After work, because you can't relax when you have work in your mind.
That's
So
true.
you can only go and you're distracted and you're not really at your best. So
And who picks the place?
Usually I would recommend if it's in Manila because I feature restaurants, diba? Manila, when it's in Manila.
Yes, tsaka ikaw kasi diba parang you were telling me this one time, I think we were, I don't know, when was this? But so you told me parang, oh my God, this guy wants me to go on a date with him in Kuala Lumpur. He's gonna fly me there. Ganun yung level ng dates mo, diba? Hello?
Hindi ha!
Ano nangyari? Nag-stop ka?
Sorry, someone was calling, so I got cut.
Okay, sige. Anyway, like, diba, parang ikaw, parang you were telling me, like, oh, these guys are asking me if they want me to fly to them, ganyan. So, like, in Manila, you just suggest where. And of course, syempre, kung saan kayo magdi-date, depende, nakadepende kung ano yung suot mo, diba?
Yes, that's the first thing that you have to think of. When
Right.
somebody invites you on a date, you have to think of, okay, where is this? And then research, do your research. Okay,
Right.
is it a fancy place? Is it a laid back place? Is it casual? So you decide on what you're gonna wear based on the environment. So
Like me kasi, like when I go on a first date, it's always like jeans and a tank top. I mean,
I know I
ganon.
see your outfit.
Yeah, it's so safe, diba? Para, or bring a blazer, diba? If it's a little bit more
Yes,
formal. What about
yes.
you? What do you
I'll
usually
show you.
wear?
Okay, so
Oh,
I'm
sige,
gonna show
sige.
you
Ay, may
what I
demo,
put.
Antara. Ay, may demo.
Tara, just for you, G3. Meron
Sige,
pa
oh,
ako.
sige, sige. Antari, naghanda si
So
girl.
like one of the things that is important, I like a dark denim. It's always very classy to have a
Ooh,
dark
very
denim.
slimming also.
Yeah, slimming. This is a high waist one. And syempre, this is a must for like a more casual date. And it's like
Tattered.
it's tattered in the bottom, so it looks more casual. And you can just like what I'm doing. I'm wearing just the tank top. You could wear
I
this
have
with a white
the same
tank top,
top. That's a bathing
or
suit.
like a bathing suit top as well.
Yes! Oh my God,
This,
pareho tayo, girl!
I know, girl, kaya nga, diba pareho tayo ng defense. So this in itself is already an outfit, right?
Yeah.
But of course, syempre, you want naman to cover up also because you don't know where you're going and if it's cold. So this one's like it's a denim top, a denim jacket, but it has a like
Sleeves.
a shoulder that you could remove. It's a removable shoulder. I mean, not
Okay.
shoulder, but
I'm gonna ask if vests were back in.
yes. So
Okay.
like this is really really cute. I mean, even with what I'm wearing right now, this is really adorable. So you can actually wear it in this way,
Wait. Yeah, it's so cool.
and then it changes an outfit and make it look like it's super relaxed and
Yeah, but that's super pang ano ha. That's like Makati Greenbelt BGC. That you can't bring that to Poblacion. Have you been to
right,
Poblacion?
of course. But if like let's say you're in Greenbelt or in power plant, because it's air conditioned, I get cold, so
Yeah.
I always bring a jacket or a sweater or something. Okay, and then syempre, this is like more of a casual date.
Yeah, yeah.
I was talking to you earlier about going on a date from work. So this is a look. It's actually a blazer dress, and I would cinch it with a belt.
Okay.
Para diba, you look like I'm a career woman,
Yeah, yeah.
and this is how.
Tapos anong shoes mo? Naka-pumps ka dyan sa black na
Yes,
blazer
girl.
dress.
Well, you want to wear, like, depends on, like, you could wear well, from work, you could wear a clothes.
Bottega.
No, this is not really clothes, it's mesh, but you can wear this or you can wear, like, a sandal.
That's
whichever.
super trendy. The one on your right.
Right?
Well, they're both
Sorry?
trendy. Both trendy. I mean,
Yes.
like, they're both trendy.
I love
mean,
a good pair of shoes. Like,
Yes,
it's a good
yes,
conversation piece, yeah.
Correct. Tapos, like, for example, di ba, syempre pang ano yan, like, for example, pang fine dining yan, pang steak talaga yung mga places na ganyan, Greenbelt or
Girl,
BGC.
denim yun, hindi pang steak yun. Ang pang steak.
Pwede yan pang steak. O sige, ano yung pang steak mo na ano? Tsaka
Pang
anong
steak
in-order
ko,
mong steak?
like a black halter dress that's
Oh
short
my God!
with a
Pang
slit.
third date na yan, girl!
Girl!
Pang
Hindi,
third
first
date
date.
na yan. Masyado ka naghanda pag first. Parang masyado mong inabaya pag...
Pag third date, girl, naka-wedding gown na ako.
I mean, diba, like me, as a rule, my LBD, my little black dress, only comes out on the third date. Kasi diba parang, before you...
special pag ganon.
Oh, pag third date kasi parang ano na yan, parang hindi na yan like fluke. Diba parang parang ano na yan, sadya na talaga yan. Talagang gusto niya talaga isa't isa, diba? Parang ganon. So,
well, for me, I when it's a good date and it's going well, I'm bringing out the white dress.
para they can see you as a bride, diba? Tapos may konting veil, ganyan. And then parang Blair Waldorf, may konting veil, ganyan.
Or you send a photo of yourself wearing something that you tried on in Vera Wang. And then like you take a selfie and send it and then be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It was supposed to be for my girl group chat.
Girl, mag-date pala kayo sa Wildflower, tapos dalhin mo na siya sa Vera Wang pagkatapos.
Why not?
Nandun na siya, diba? So,
you know,
are you like me that you have like a spot where you bring your dates? Or hindi ka naman ganun ka-serial dater?
No, I'm not a girl. Sinasabi ko nga sa'yo, I only dated a little bit. No, ikaw yung
Pero
serial
nakita ko,
dater. I'm going on your dates.
no, wait.
I've been
But
going on your dates.
but girl ha, the ones that you've gone out with, I've seen the pictures, I've seen the photos. Grabe yung discography mo ah. Discography talaga, album. Cheers muna, cheers. Cheers.
Hello, girl, cheers. My boyfriend's watching you.
Your boyfriend is watching. Di ba parang sabi ko, oh my God, si Marie, I never see guys on Marie's Instagram or anywhere,
Never.
not ever in her social media. And then we were having, I think this was around Christmas time, and there was a guy in her stories, and he was so hot. And I was like, oh my God, may nilaunch ka na guy. Ganyan, ganyan. And then like you messaged me and you messaged some of our friends and you said like parang, oh, this guy, parang something about a monkey or an orangutan or something. Was that a photograph or a painting? I forget. Basta sabi niya, parang, uy, support mo siya kasi parang he's like raising funds to save this monkey or this orangutan. Tama ba? Orangutan ba?
Orangutan. It's
yeah.
it's an orangutan that he's trying to save.
Nasave ba? Nasave ko yung orangutan.
Yeah. Well, he's an environmental photojournalist.
Right.
So.
Right.
Girl, diba?
I can't believe may jowa ka na.
Oo.
Ilang months na
I
kayo?
can't believe it myself.
Oh, wait, cheers muna tayo. May jowa ka na.
Cheers, girl. Paubos na yung wine. Ano ba yan?
Kaya, oh, wala na? Nakaisang bote ka na?
Hindi naman. I just
How long have you been in a
relationship?
How long have you been in a relationship?
6 months.
Grabe. Kalahating taon na. So, what do you think it's going to be like dating post-COVID?
I don't know. That's the thing, actually.
Kasi di ba he's in Malaysia, your guy?
No, he's in Bali.
In Bali. See, but you met him in Malaysia at some point, di ba?
I asked you for it.
Yeah.
I asked you for your advice. I'm like,
New Year's.
Yes, when we had a Christmas lunch.
Yeah.
And then I said, should I go? And then you're like, go, girl. Remember?
Yes. So nag-Malaysia ka ba? Tinuloy mo?
Yeah, I met him that's when it became official.
Oh my God, congrats!
I know.
2020 mo. So, paano yan? You're quarantined separately, I assume. I don't think
Yeah.
he's there with you. Is he there?
He's quarantining in Bali. And so this is going to be hard because we don't know when, for most people in long distance relationships, and I saw a few friends and we were talking about it. You just can't know. You can't tell when you're gonna see.
Oh, nga eh, diba? Parang, so what do you think it's going to be like dating post-COVID? Not that COVID is over, ha? Basta post-COVID. Paano? Like, how's it gonna? Hi, Casey Concepcion.
Hi, Casey.
Si Casey, happy din yung love life niyan.
Ay, talaga, Casey.
Sinabi nga,
tell us about it.
My article sa Pep, I think she said in an interview with Tony Gonzaga, she said that she had a happy love life.
Ooh,
we love Casey. We love Casey.
It.
We want her to be happy. So what do you think what do you think dating is gonna be like post-COVID?
That's gonna be hard. I'm talking to a few friends that have been deprived for a few months. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're just
3
like,
months.
Huh?
3 months. Tayong lahat, di ba?
Ikaw, girl? Pati ikaw?
3 months, my God. 3 months.
As in, you're very strict with it. As in, you've not seen anyone.
I haven't seen anyone, but I'm gonna see someone on Monday because it's my birthday on Thursday. And sabi ko, like, no, I have to give this to myself because I've been very scared to go. It's not like, diba, in the whole quarantine, like, it's not like you won't get invitations, diba? Like, guys will say na parang, oh, can you come to my place and we'll just have a bag of potato chips and just watch Netflix, whatever.
Bag of potato chips, is that what you call it now?
Hindi, ganun talaga. As in, kakain talaga kayo ng potato chips, ganyan.
Okay.
Pero sabi ako, takot ako. Pero now, parang feeling ko, like, okay, restrictions are eased, and everything. And maybe, you should, like, kasi pwede nang kumain sa restaurants, diba? So, pwede na. So, I think little by little, step by step. But again, like, what you said, 3 months is a long time to be not connecting with somebody on that level. So, ikaw, like, how do you think it's gonna go, like, with you and Bali guy and orangutan talaga tawag sa kanya.
His name's Bertie. I'm dying for a hug even. I'm just dying for like a physical connection with him, and it's just sad, but you can't do anything about it. Just hug yourself.
Oh.
And I have a dog.
Yeah. And he's a big dog. So big.
Yeah, so post-COVID, I really can't say. I'm hopeful that we could start traveling soon and seeing our loved ones. But I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying to manage my expectations, because if not,
Right.
then I just feel frustrated and upset at the end of
Right,
like,
right,
yeah.
right. Like a lot of couples are quarantined together. A lot of couples are separated during quarantine. Which do you prefer, you think? Like for a new relationship like yours, like 6 months pa lang. So ikaw parang like looking back, so ano sa tingin mo dapat mas maganda pagdaanan? Like ma-quarantine kayo together or itong quarantine kayo apart? What do you think? It's a hypothetical.
Yeah, well, G3, you know how it is in the beginning of the relationship. The honeymoon phase is just the best. So
Sobra hot and heavy. True.
I don't mind being quarantined in the first year of my relationship. So yeah, I'd rather be quarantined with my partner, and I feel maybe it's a good thing if you discover everything that you're going to discover in the first
Right.
3 months.
So
Like everything that you would discover in the year or so
yeah,
together, you'll discover in the 3 months. So you'll know if you're meant to be together or not. Diba?
that's true. That's true.
So
Parang I
you,
feel
what would you rather have? I'd like to know.
because this guy, I didn't tell you about him. I think I told you about him, like because I went on a first. I've been talking to this guy this whole quarantine, and I've only been talking to di ba asensa na ako one guy
Wait,
na.
quarantine love affair.
No, I went on a first date with him na back in February.
Okay.
He's a kayo kay kwento, baka nanonood. Anyway,
That's
basta Amerikano siya. Tapos nag first date na kami. It was a very successful first date. It was sparkling. Oh, di ba gusto mo yung
gusto ko to.
sparkling. And then the quarantine happened, and I'm like, parang sabi niya, I can sneak you in my condo, ganyan-ganyan. Sabi ko, what? And then after one date, live in na. Parang sabi ko, ay, parang hindi ko carry, diba?
Yeah.
So sabi ko, I'll just go home to my family. Let's see, like, if this, if the quarantine changes everything. But, we've been in constant communication, and I want to see him on Monday. So parang, oh my God, big step, diba? Second date. Pero, like, meron talaga siyang level ng malaking pandemic in between the love affair, diba? Like just like yours, diba? You never expected that a global pandemic would come between you. Otherwise, diba parang girl, nasayang yung isang summer natin. Imagine mo yung mga bikini mo, saan mo nilagay?
Girl, nandyan pa rin siya. It's still gonna be hard.
Diba? Parang
we had so many plans, diba?
We lost the summer effectively. And like, ikaw, syempre, like, new relationship, di ba? Parang, oh my God, summer in the Philippines, summer in Bali. Di ba? Parang sayang.
I know,
diba?
sayang. But it's gonna be summer all year round for me.
Well, that's true. That's true. You
Right.
travel for work. So, ganun talaga siya. So, parang, what do you think is going to be, like, how do you think people are gonna dress? Like, in terms of dating? Kasi syempre, di ba, kailangan parati ka nang nakamask, kailangan naka-PPE, like, whatever ka. So, parang, di ba, parang, what
Girl, you
think?
wear PPEs ba?
Ano?
When you go out, you wear PPEs?
I haven't gone out. Seriously, I haven't gone out. In 3 months, I haven't gone
Are you
out.
serious?
I'm super behaved. Like, I obey. Ikaw, nakailang labas ka na?
Once a week.
Pwera work, ha? Pwera work. As in, like, leisurely.
I go to the supermarket because I like going to the supermarket. But I go with my gloves, my mask, my sunglasses,
Yeah, di ba parang syempre, you cannot avoid connection. Like, especially that restrictions are eased, di ba? Parang syempre, you want to see people, di ba? You go to, like, whatever, like, private small parties, ganyan. So,
yes.
parang, what do you think? Di ba, syempre, it doesn't mean that you cannot meet people. Kasi
Yes.
parang, I think what the virus did is it attacked the very thing that makes us human. And it's human connection, di ba? So parang human connection includes attraction, love and the beginnings
connection.
Correct.
Yeah.
So how do you think that will affect the way we dress up when we go on dates or when we go to parties? Di ba? How did you meet your guy again? I'm sure you told me that.
We met on a shipwreck.
What do you mean? Like Titanic level?
No, that's what we tell people. That's what we tell people, that we met on a shipwreck, that I saved him or he saved me or something like that. But
dapat ikaw yung savior, parang mas savior ka.
Diba, parang modern day woman.
Oh.
I saved. Yeah, I'm.
Wait, your guy is blonde. He's so cute, and he's
right?
He's so lean, diba?
He's so he's so healthy. He's such a good influence on me as well.
In what way?
He eats healthy. He doesn't really I don't know, he doesn't drink. We talk about health a lot.
So, hindi ka na kumakain ng crispy pata?
Girl, hindi. I miss our Cebu trip.
I know. Let's
Oh my God! Remember the ride, the car ride back?
Kailangan na tayo magkita ulit at kumain. Nasaan na ba si Ferdy
I
Salvador?
know, Ferdy should be here. Let's go to Ferdy's. Pero hindi ka kasi lumalabas ng bahay. I'm gonna go to see Ferdy.
Lalabas na nga ako after my birthday. Wait, so ano na nga? So how do you think people should dress? Keeping in mind that they have to be protected at the same time look cute.
My gosh. It's all about, like, I was telling my producer, because we did this episode in my show about how face masks. Yes. No, it's ANC Conversations, which airs every Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. I'm like,
right.
But so we have a special now on ANC, and we talk to industry leaders, and we talk to restaurateurs or designers. We just had a feature on the business of fashion in the Philippines. I think that was 2 weeks ago, because we did one on art last week. So we did one on masks, and how masks are the new earrings. It's like, you actually, there's so many available ones that designers are selling. So I think one of the things I've been doing is like, okay, what mask am I wearing today? Because I've been sent some mask by some designers. So I'm now wearing my outfit based on which mask.
Nina, I saw in your stories, Nina Corpus.
Yeah, Nina sent me like her Inabel.
I saw it.
Pretty. Yeah.
Ang dami, like, Jassy Rezo is gonna send you one. Ang dami talaga.
Diba?
So, be like an extension of it's gonna be an extension, like your cell phone, parang gano'n na siya, diba? So, paano yan? So, like,
because we're losing our individuality when we all just wear medical masks. So with this, it's kind of like your new smile, your new expression. You can't show people how you feel. So wear a bright mask and you feel, okay, this is me. I'm showing you guys that I'm happy. I'm smiling. If you just want to wear black, then go. Okay, that's how you feel. Right? So it's like the new earrings. That's what I told my producer. It's like, we have to do a face mask because they're the new earrings.
But don't you think, like, do you think that, like, while COVID is here with us, do you think that you should hold off on, like, going on dates just because it negates the whole idea of dating, because you really can't hold hands, you can't, like, share food. Not that I share food, huh? Yes. And of course you can't kiss at the end of the night. So do you think, like, how do you think like dating is gonna go insofar as, like, a lot of these things are being restricted? Syempre, ikaw parang you'd be, like, very wary about, like, oh my God, I'm gonna. Kasi diba, like, when you go on a date, you know that on the first date, kailangan merong kiss, good night, at the end of the date, diba? Do you kiss on the first date?
G3, you tell me.
Wait, teka muna, do you kiss on the first date? At the end of the first date?
No, I don't.
Ang arte mo, ha? So,
girl, matanda na ako, no?
Kaya nga, so kailan ka nagkikiss? So, pag first date, walang kiss? Ha?
Wag muna. Let him want you.
Kailangan nag-love you na kayo, ganon?
Oo, wag mong isuko yung bataan. You let him want you.
Hindi naman bataan yung labi, diba?
Bataan pa rin.
Cheers muna tayo sa bataan, kasi yung bataan, nagsara na yung ano, diba, yung whatever boat for going to Bataan, to Korean.
I know. Pero I feel, okay, just...
Sige.
It's hard to tell, because this is, parang, it depends on the individual, I think. I really won't be able to say, plus I'm not dating now, so I'm imagining if I did, it would probably change the whole dynamics. I would trust less. I can't even, when I see my friends, I can't even hug them, or, I feel like you're just giggle when you see someone that you, like, if I saw you out, I'll be like, G3, but I can't hug you or kiss you, I could just, like, go G3, and that's frustrating. So I feel maybe parang if you're the type of person that would rather just hold off and wait, then okay. But if you just really need to, then you're just go for it. So I think it's just the individual. I think dating is still, it's
the higher
the
risk, the greater the reward, diba? Parang like nag-first date ka, tapos nag-decide ka against your better judgment to have a first kiss, and then pag-uwi mo, inuubo-ubo ka na. So
pero sometimes it's worth it for some people. Parang that was a good night.
2 weeks ang kinakabahan. Pero oh my God, I shouldn't have had that first kiss. That first kiss better be worth it. He should have asked me out.
Pero feeling ko naman, when people give that kiss, it comes with trust. You're just not doing it out of, I mean, maybe some people would do it
That's
because
true.
just, longing for it, or just they're just horny. But if you're giving that first kiss because you trust that person, you know where he's been, he's been healthy, you've been talking to him for a while, then go for it, diba?
Okay, so let's say you're single. So wala ka pang jowa for 6 months. So parang this guy, Birdie it's not yet your boyfriend. So like, so hindi pa kayo magjowa, tapos nagkaroon ng quarantine. So after quarantine, feeling what you're feeling now, sinabi niya sa'yo, okay, so for example, parang nag-ease na lahat ng restrictions, back to normal, pero
Wait, are
meron
you
pa.
asking me your story right now? Are you
No,
asking
no,
me
no,
like,
this is for you. No, this is for you. This is
baka
hypothetical.
ito yung nangyari sa'yo, Haji?
Ay, hindi. Pero syempre may may rally siya sa akin. So anyway,
Diba? Sabi ko na
hindi mo pa jowa si Bertie, tapos biglang after ng lahat ng restrictions, tapos pwede na mag-fly in, fly out. Actually, pwede na naman, di ba? So anyway, so nagpunta siya dito, tapos niyaya ka niya to go out on a date. Tapos syempre, after the date, humingi siya ng kiss. Pero syempre, galing siya ng Bali, tapos ganyan. Yeah. Would you kiss? Hindi pa kayo mag-boyfriend, ha? Would you kiss him? Like
just after a flight? Like he didn't quarantine for 14 days?
Yeah. Considering he flew, kasi wala na. For example, kasi ngayon, di ba, GCQ na. So I assume in July, mas maano na yung restrictions, di ba? Mas konti na yung restrictions. So pwede na siguro magpapasok ng mga like people from other countries. So he came here.
Ba, G3?
Hindi kasi meron ng mga nakakaalis eh. So meron na siguro nakakapunta. Tama ba?
I think you have to quarantine.
Anyway, this is just hypothetical. This is just hypothetical. So like, for example, Birdie isn't your boyfriend yet and he comes here and then you go on a date. Would you kiss him after the date? Hindi pa kayo magjowa, ha? Considering na may COVID pa pero galing siya sa ibang bansa. Hindi pa
if he's watching, I would definitely kiss him. If you're watching, I would definitely not even for 1 second doubt, I would kiss you. Pero if he's not, probably, baka hindi. Kasi syempre,
okay.
Tinagalog kasi hindi niya maintindihan. Kasi syempre, kung hindi ko pa siya kilala, and then he's just been out, tapos wala pang 14-day quarantine, then syempre, I would, be careful. Of course, I waited for so long also. I quarantined myself and protected myself. I'm just not gonna go. But if I trust him and I know, it's not even just trusting the person. It's what he's, it's not his fault if he picks up something just on his way to the Philippines, right? Correct. It's not really something that you have control over. It's not as if he's exposing himself, but if you do pick up something, then, if he spreads it to me, I spread it to other people, and it's just, you're not being responsible. You're not helping it, and you're not helping the problem of the pandemic. You're just adding to the problem. Yeah. Nagiging seryoso tong topic natin, ah. But go kiss him. I think naman, do you know where he's been?
Oo nga, naging seryoso. So mag-ano muna tayo, mag-cheers ulit tayo para mag-loosen up konti. Cheers!
Cheers!
Cheers! So, paano yan? So, parang sa tingin mo, like, what do you think, like, parang those who have been quarantined by themselves, diba? So, syempre, parang devoid of all human contact for this long, and then parang all of a sudden mag-ease na lahat ng restrictions. The restaurants have been opening up, and parang syempre lumalabas na yung mga tao. You cannot, di ba, parang be cooped up in one place for this long of a time. It's been 100 days. So syempre, you're bound to, run into people, like meet people, be invited to some parties, be it like in the homes or whatever, ganyan. I know that there are parties every weekend. I get invited to some. It's just very hush-hush, ganyan.
I know, I heard about that. I heard one that had 40 people.
Yeah, there are parties every weekend.
Like,
pero bahay-bahay lang, di ba? Bahay-bahay lang. So parang it's very hush-hush. Kasi I feel like, Marie, di ba we've been so obedient naman. Like tayo naman, hindi naman talaga tayo lumalabas ng bahay. So ibig sabihin, wala talaga tayong human contact, meaning we can't catch the virus if you've been obeying, diba? If you've been obedient, wala kang reason to be scared that you have it, diba?
Yeah.
But now that, like, things are being eased up and everything, and people who have been obedient like you, like parang are opening their homes, like for Sunday brunches and Sunday dinners, ganyan, wala na masyadong curfew. So, syempre, you're bound to, because you've been cooped up for so long. Diba? Parang, shit, all of this emotion, all of this whatever, ganyan, parang need to interact, need to relate. syempre, di ba, that makes you more open to like connections like before, di ba? Like never before. Kasi di ba, imagine
Yes.
100 days like being on your own and being by yourself, di ba? And all of a sudden you're exposed to people who have gone through the same experience as you, because this experience is not just singular, it's not just, you know, individualistic. It's like it's shared. It's shared for everyone. So parang
Yes.
how do you think that will change the way parang you so all of a sudden meet people and like want to get to know them better?
If I'm just meeting a person for the first time,
Yes, and you
or
know, yeah. So parang, do you think that it makes us parang more fragile in terms of like, mas meron ba akong tendency to be attracted to this person because I've been so alone for the past 100 days, or do you think it has made me more selective or fearful about?
I think that if that's what you're, I think what I get what you're getting in, getting to,
Yeah,
because you screen them more. If before you would just have like meaningless meetings or relationships or whatever it is, or hookups, if you have that.
yes. Oy,
Now
naintindihan mo.
you, naintindihan kita, girl. I know.
Naintindihan mo.
Thank you.
Para kayo ng ano, naiisip. Para tayo ng wavelength. Naintindihan mo
Yeah,
yung gusto
but
ko
I
sabihin.
get what you mean, because then you start thinking, is it worth it? Do I expose myself to this person and then take
Yes.
the risk? No, you won't. I think that's what's going to happen. Maybe it's going to bring relationships into another level. I was just talking to this, I was talking about this with Bertie. I mean, we're saying that our relationship actually transcended the physical, which is kind of a sad thing, because we were just beginning our dating and we transcended the physical. Now we're like more connected in a emotional and spiritual and whatever we can connect
Paano
that level.
spiritual? Metaphysical levels? Ganyan? Like
Yeah, may
parang
ganon, mga cosmic
astral
levels.
projection? Parang I'm
Yeah.
there beside
Yung
you.
parang look at, yeah, feel what I'm sending you right now. Close your
Oh my
eyes.
God.
Can you
I
feel
think
that?
I think you're vibing. Like sobrang
Yeah.
get. Oh, anyway, go.
So yon, parang people are now, I think in my case, we transcended that. And I think people will start to maybe start having more meaningful, I mean, even with you, how you live your life. Now you're thinking, do I stay in this career? Do I keep on doing what I'm doing? Because you're questioning how you've lived your life. That's what the pandemic did for most people. You're questioning now, have I lived my life the way I wanted to? If I was to die tomorrow, will I regret anything? So you start, like, it's a lot of, it's the process of looking inward happened throughout this pandemic, and it's still happening for some people. You know, some people started late, some people started early, but we're all going through the process of looking in, because this is a time we have with ourselves and our family. So there.
So do you think
Kilala
that,
mo naman, babe.
hindi kasi iniisip ko ako, so paano ba to? Like in terms of love, kasi syempre may jowa ka na, di ba? Magkahiwalay lang kayo geographically, pero like for example, like for single people, like parang iniisip ko, like syempre maingat ka na before, mas magiging maingat ka ba now? Mas magiging ano ka? Mas magiging parang, oh my God, is it worth my time? Is it worth the risk? I mean, to go out
Yeah.
with this guy, knowing that this is still happening, or would I be more isolating of myself, di ba? And that means like more time alone, parang ganyan. Like if for example, syempre, di ba parang matagal ka ng single, and then syempre parang sometimes kasi when you're single, I was in quarantine by myself for about 2 weeks, and sabi ko, parang cute sana kung may ka-quarantine ka together, di ba, kung dalawa kayo, ganyan. And then parang, di ba, parang iisipin mo, parang, ay, sana meron akong ka-quarantine,
Yeah.
di ba? So parang it's a push and pull parang, is it worth like to connect with this person just because I'm lonely or I'm alone at quarantine, or di ba parang it's better to be like get like super duper nasusuka na ako sa mukha mo basta quarantine tayo together, parang ganyan. I don't know kasi which is better. I don't know which is like more favorable kung quarantine ka on your own, pero parang sometimes naisip mo parang, ay, mas maganda may kasama ka, or may kasama ka na 24 hours nakikita yung mukha niya, tapos parang, I wanna smash your face in. Because diba you're quarantine, effectively, you're not quarantined together, but you have a special someone. So, I think for me, yan ang pinaka-ideal na setup, kasi meron kang kausap every day, you can like FaceTime, you can Zoom, and then, diba, you can do all of your whatever sweet stuff, but you don't, like, he's not in your face, like, the whole day, every day, diba? Parang ganyan. So, I don't know which is which. So, ikaw, parang how has it been for you, like, dating in this age of COVID, in this age where, parang all of your clothes suddenly don't matter. Like, my shoes
Yeah.
probably think I am dead. I don't get to wear my shoes anymore.
I know, I wore high heels around the house yesterday. I was just walking around in high heels.
Hoy,
I was
parati
like,
ka
I don't know how to wear high
parati
heels
ka
anymore.
parati ka naka-alo, naka-gym wear, whatever.
Girl, naka-Birkenstock lang ako araw-araw and barefoot. That's
Kaya
how
nga,
I
di
live
ba,
in
ikaw,
Manila.
like, you're a fashion girl, parang all of a sudden your clothes don't matter. Di ba, parang like,
Yeah, you don't. I just dressed up for you tonight, by the way.
you're so beautiful. Like, you're so pretty. I didn't expect. Parang sabi ko, si Marie, mamaniin lang yan kasi parang ano lang, it's just me, ganyan, ganyan. But no,
Girl,
my God,
hindi.
sobrang,
Of course not. I prepared clothes. May shoes pa nga, diba? May hat
oo,
pa ako for you.
oo, hindi ko kasi alam na i-reveal mo si Bertie. So I was being very, careful
Yeah.
about it. Kasi di ba, parang you never talk about your love life.
Because I never felt like I could before, or that it was worth it.
What has changed? Why do you think, like, now, like, I was so surprised to see your WhatsApp profile. Sabi ko, oh my God, ano na siya, couple pic na
Naloka kasi
siya.
WhatsApp profile.
Nagulat talaga ako. Sabi ko, ay, couple pic, si girl. Talagang nilaunch na siya ng 100%. So,
Yeah.
what makes him different of all the guys, your gentleman callers? Ang tari ng gentleman callers. Gusto mo ba yun? Kasi, my God, the caliber of the guys that ask you out, I cannot even begin to, I mean,
Wow,
like,
girl.
grabe talaga
You're
yung
my publicist. Iba.
nakikita ko talaga yung
Hoy,
guys.
huwag kang ganyan ha. Nakikita ko your boys too ha. Huwag kang
Pero
ganyan.
nakikita ko yung boys. Parang sabi ko, may isa ka pang boy na crush ko na meet ko sa Bali, di ba? Nakita ko sa Bali. Sino ba to? I'm not gonna mention his name. Pero wait lang ha. A lot of my guy friends think that you are their destiny. Tapos sabi ko, parang no. Tapos meron ako friend na pilot ng PAL, na-crush na kasi ko, parang no talaga. Hindi talaga. It's not gonna happen. Ganyan, ganyan. Diba? So parang, you are a guy's girl. Even if you're like always put together, like I never see you without like parang like a hair misplaced or whatever. Parang, diba, like how do you pick somebody to launch to the world considering that you never really talk about your love life, diba? And you never really open yourself up this much. You're not this vulnerable in terms of this part of your personal life. But I mean, like, you're talking openly about Bertie. Like, I didn't even want to say his name. I just wanted to say the like orangutang keme, ganyan. So what changed, Marie?
I just actually finished. I was on my bike about 2 hours ago, and I
Ride
just finished Love Life.
Revolution.
I just finished Love Life, and the part in the end, you've seen it, right? Have you seen
Yes.
Love Life?
Yeah.
Girl, the part where you just know you think of all of these things, you build up how the one would be for you, and it's really just basically the person that makes you feel so comfortable, and just be like the person that makes you feel most like yourself. And I've never met anybody who just made me feel that way. Oh my God!
Ay, grabe ka. Parang kang artista. Napaproud ako sa'yo.
I know, you. It's nice to me. It's so cheesy.
Parang ang cute nga eh. I've never seen this side of you. I never thought that you would talk about it. Like,
I know, my gosh. I hope I never have to take this back. G3, pwede magpa-live ulit, tapos I'll deny everything.
Oo, de-deny mo, diba? Pero nagpalawan na siya, diba?
Yeah, he came here before the pandemic, and then he went with me to Boracay, and then he went with me to Palawan.
Ang saya-saya mo.
So in love na siya sa Philippines, mag-move na siya dito, babe.
Ah, talaga? So paano? Parang, do you find that exciting? Anong percentage ng exciting? Anong percentage ng scary?
It's scary even for you. If somebody tells you, like, I know you've told me about the stories about the guys you were dating that would tell you that they would move to the Philippines for you, right? It's kind of like, wow, that's a lot, because then he's giving up so much of what he has somewhere else. So, but the thing is, he's a photographer, so he can live anywhere in the world. And the reason why he moved to Bali anyway was to find a hub that's relaxed, more relaxed.
Pero may mga orangutang ba dito na isa-save?
Ako. Ako, kailangan ng saving.
Oo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sinabi niya sa'yo yan?
That yeah,
Gonna move
sinabi niya
here?
yan sa akin. Pero sinasabi ko sa kanya, everything that he's saying, you know how sometimes when you're in a situation, I told him, when I'd hear, and I told him this, when I'd hear people say that they're gonna propose, or I'm hearing people proposing during the pandemic, I question it because
Oo.
you're not supposed to make big decisions in your life when you're stuck in a pandemic, when you're in the middle of a pandemic, because then
Right.
you're just reacting with like to emotions and with emotions, so parang your heightened emotion makes you say, I want to do this for you, I want to
So
do
you
this.
agree. So you agree
Huh?
that so you agree like a pandemic heightens your emotions. So do you
It
feel
does.
that the pandemic has something to do with how much you plan your future now? Parang ngayon, parang okay, like when he says that he's gonna move here, like I'm gonna be like all in for that because you never know when the next pandemic comes. So it affects your decision making then in terms of
Yeah, definitely, not just in your love life. I'm hearing people saying they want to move out of a certain country. They want to quit their jobs. You're making decisions because of how you realize, okay, this makes me feel like my job is not important. This makes me feel like I don't want to live in the city anymore. The pandemic changes you,
true.
and if it doesn't change you, then dude, think about
Correct.
what
You
you're.
cannot go out of this
Because if you,
without being. You cannot go out of this unchanged, and that includes
exactly.
the way you choose who you're going to spend your time. Like for example, syempre, lahat naman tayo na isa na paano kung end of the world na to, 'di ba? Parang syempre,
Yeah.
do you want to honestly like if you're with this person, if you're with this guy or if you're with this girl and this happens and end of the world na, it makes you think, 'di ba? Ito ba yung taong gusto kong kasama pag end of the world na? And it's the same thing when you're selecting somebody that if you're single and you're selecting somebody that you're going to be with. Parang, is this the person I want to be quarantined with for 100 days? Diba kasama na yun sa qualification? Ang hirap-hirap na nga pumili ng the one, diba? Kasi diba parang kailangan proactive ka, diba?
It's like you do you tick boxes, right? When you meet someone, okay?
May listahan! Nagkwentuhan na tayo dyan. Di ba may listahan ka talaga dapat?
Oo, di ba? May listahan ako. So, imagine mo, kasama pa yung health check sa listahan mo. All of a sudden, okay. Like his immune system is really low. It looks like he's gonna bring in COVID into our relationship. Maybe not, it's kind of like
ay,
all of a sudden.
Like parang mahina yung lungs nito. Ayoko na siya. Parang ganon.
I think your standards just go higher when you're in a pandemic.
I feel like I'm
which is a good thing.
It's a great thing, but
yeah.
I mean like
hi JR, my friends.
Like pre-COVID and after COVID, diba parang, are you still gonna go out with a hot guy? Like, who owns like half of whatever zip code? Pero, asthmatic, syempre hindi ka na makikipag-date sa asthmatic.
Oo naman. Hindi naman niya kasalanan if he's asthmatic.
Pero diba, makikipag-date ka ba with somebody who's asthmatic knowing na mas high risk siya kaysa sa hindi asthmatic?
Yeah, and then you're gonna feel guilty if he picks up something when you go out on your date.
Exactly. Parang shit, kasalanan ko pa na nagkaroon siya ng COVID kasi diba parang dinala ko. You get what I mean? So,
I do.
So, di ba parang dapat, blonde hair, blue eyes, like 6'1", like no asthma.
Describing my boyfriend.
Kaya nga, pinersonalize ko for you. Ano ka ba? So parang, like no asthma, like not addicted to Ventolin. Parang ganyan. So, nadagdagan pa yung qualifications, di ba? So parang ang hassle-hassle. So parang, it's so hard to find love. Kasi how long did it take you?
I didn't date for a long time. I really didn't like date seriously. I didn't want to be in a relationship. And I told you this. We were bonding in Cebu, and I really, I was like, I started dating November, then I met Birdie December, and then.
Akala ko nga yung November guy yung makatuluyan mo eh.
Hindi, kasi wala yun.
Ano nangyari doon? Wala na siya.
Wala yun. I met Birdie. That's it.
Oh!
Yeah, because,
ang swerte ni Bertie, in fairness to Bertie ha, talagang siya talaga yung nagwagi.
I know, I don't know. Yeah, but parang, it just felt right. It's not really something, I really was against being in a relationship, and you know this. I didn't want to be in a relationship, but
Yes,
Parang
he
I
told
just,
me. Kaya nagulat ako eh.
yeah, and it just
So
happened. So,
did he flip you? Did he flip you like 100%? Meaning like everything that you used to question about dating and love. Kasi diba parang you told me, parang, GC, I'm never gonna get married. I don't believe in that.
yeah,
Ganyan, ganyan.
I don't
So what?
still, I still kind of don't believe in marriage.
Okay, so I was gonna ask if like you've gone
Yeah.
that far, maybe seen him as your husband. So parang hindi pa rin, diba? Siyempre, maaga pa yung 6 months. Maaga pa yung
Well,
six
six
months. So
months.
enjoy na lang. So mag-migrate
Yeah,
na lang siya dito, 'di ba? Antayin natin kung ano mangyayari, 'di ba?
yeah. But yeah, so,
My God. Parang
cute naman ako. Yeah, well.
well, yeah.
I don't know. I just you can't really plan these things. I didn't want, and I was all my friends knew I didn't want to be in a relationship. I didn't believe in love. I didn't really think much of it. I remember when we were in Cebu, I was just asking you guys for tips, and I was just venturing into dating. I was just getting
Correct.
myself. That was such a fun get together. I mean, that was such a fun night, fun weekend. That was such a fun trip. What we did.
Like Marie is the only girl. Marie is the only girl I know that will travel for a weekend with like 20 kgs of luggage, and they're all swimsuits.
I know I did. I brought 24 pieces. Pieces of swimwear that trip. Yeah.
O, tas model lang siya doon, ganyan. Ang
Tapos
bewang
diba
niya,
morning
parang
breakfast
ganyan.
out
Bilad-bilad.
to my pool, to my beach outfit, papalit-palit. Syempre, hello. Daming swimsuit eh.
Oo.
That will happen again if I
Yan,
get to go to the beach.
Runway talaga.
Kala
ito
mo,
na lang.
hello G3, ikaw lang kaya
Would
nagkita
you
tayo
ever
sa mga ginagawa.
would you ever, cause I don't wanna say ha, pero tagalogin ko na lang. Yung guy na kausap ko, hindi siya fashion. Medyo badoy siya. So would you ever go out with a badoy guy or will you make him over? Because for me, the makeover part of a relationship is the best part of the relationship. So anong gagawin mo? Because I've only seen Bertie like in swim trunks. I've never seen him dressed.
I know,
So
right?
paano?
So,
badoy,
swim trunks.
Yeah.
I actually, when I first met him, yun yung naisip ko, parang, ay, hindi siya fashion. Hindi siya kasi he's rugged. He's a guy. He's like he's the guy who, photographer, like rugged. Like he would wear all of these clothes na bigay lang sa kanya. So, shinapin ko na yan, girl. Kasi, like, you know what? Because he's a presenter. He's also a presenter. He has shows. Yeah, he's exactly like me. He's a male version of me. So I told him you can't have the attention on what you're wearing. When you're wearing something, you can't wear print because people will be reading the print of your outfit. You know this when you come out on TV, diba? You can't be wearing something like... Exactly. You can't be wearing faded pants, because people will always be drawn to like the brightest thing when they're looking at a video. So you should...
Salvador, your twin.
What? Ay,
Mga Salvador, your twin. Ang ganda niyong dalawa. Di ba kambal mo yan?
Yan, dapat yan. Tanungin mo tungkol sa love.
Sige, Maha, next week ikaw ha. Kasi sabi ko kay Marie Lozano, di ba, nag-uusap tayo matagal 3 years, tininas ko, kamukha mo si Maha Salvador. Tapos sabi mo, ang dami na nagsabi sa kanya.
I love Maha.
We love Maha.
I love these two.
Sobrang happy.
I was so kilig for them when I found out.
Can you imagine spending quarantine in Palawan, in El Nido?
I know, you guys are so lucky.
Sobrang swerte ni Maha. Nakakaloka kasi nag-quarantine siya sa El Nido.
I know, parang you live vicariously through them na lang. I'm just watching their posts, everybody.
I know. Well, thank you so much. I know that your bedtime is 10:30.
I know, I sleep at 10:30 now. I sleep at 10:30. Uy, wag mo naman bukuhin. Masyado naman ako 53 years old.
Ano mangyayari sa atin? Tagal-tagal na natin hindi nagkikita. Ano ba yan?
Girl, can you please, after your first date, sumama ka naman sa amin? Can we meet up after your first date?
Pagpunta dito ni...
You braved it na.
Pero yung guy kasi, O, sige, sige. Ipapakilala ko sa guy. Pero yung i-makeover ko muna yung guy. Susunod ako sa'yo. Kasi yung guy talaga, very bohemian. As in, meron siyang beads na bracelet. Ganyang levels.
Girl, okay lang yan. Don't try
Hindi!
to push
Hindi
him
pa
too
tapos.
much.
Hindi pa tapos. Hindi pa tapos. Yung nagsusuot siya ng mga damit na may tali. Sabi ni Maha, I love
super
you
bohemian
too.
talaga. Super
Bohemian? Kasi
bohemian.
ako
Di,
pala bohemian. Paano to? Anong gagawin natin?
alam ko na. Let's
Hindi
just,
ako na fashion advice.
we can just do a theme get together. We can go somewhere in Poblacion where we're all
Kailangan na siya.
bohemian
Sparkling na siya.
outfits.
Gusto ko, oo, kailangan sparkling na siya. Pag nagbukas na lahat, pag okay na talaga, na pwede na mag-momol in public. Kasi parang pag mag-momol ka in public ngayon, parang, oh my God, yung mga tao, parang, oh my
Wait,
God.
tagal pa lang hihintay mo kung maghihintay ka pa ng momol in public. Go na!
Kaya nga. Kaya nga. O sige,
Baka mamaya
babalitaan kita. Babalitaan kita. But anyway, thank you
sa
for
akin
talking
yung
to us.
send mo sa akin yung photo. Send mo sa akin yung
Sige,
photo.
sige. Pasend ko sa yung photo. Oo, mamaya. Or tomorrow, send ko sa yung photo. Tapos i-judge mo,
sige,
ha?
send mo sa akin.
48 na
Sabihin
siya.
ko sa'yo.
46. Okay lang sa akin yun.
Marrying type.
Hindi naman. Oh my God. Girl. Char. Na-uncomfortable. Mag-picture na tayo. Or can you take the photo?
What?
Can you
I'll
send
do
it
it.
to me? Sige.
Wait.
Mas magaling ka dyan.
Ganda.
Thank you, girl. Send me the photo. Thanks
Thanks.
for talking to us. Sabi ni Casey, love this conversation. Can we have her next? Oh my God, Casey, I have so many things to ask you, babe.
I want to know what's going on.
Oo nga, happy yan. Si Case, happy yan. Sobrang happy yan. Nakakaloka siya.
Woo! Quarantine love also.
Quarantine love ba yan? Parang hindi. Parang last year pa.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I want to know. Let's get
Alam
together,
mo yan, girl.
guys.
Ha?
Let's get together.
Sige. Ano mo, ikaw na
But Casey hasn't gone out. She's gone out like 3 times in this whole pandemic also.
Oo nga. But you've been planning that for a long time with Sina Pia and everyone. But you haven't, i-plan mo na kasi, Marie.
O, tara na. Sige, ako magpaplano.
O sige, i-plano mo, ha?
Let's do it.
Kaya kasi na uuwi si Maha. Ay, sabi ni Casey, mga gaga, stop it. Oh, single ako, no? Si Casey single daw siya, pero lahat ng interviews, happy siya. Paano yun? Naniniwala ba tayo single siya?
Maybe she's just happy being single.
No, sabi niya, love life eh. Love life.
I
Ito
love
naman si Casey forever naman yan in love, di ba?
Yeah. In love with life.
In love with life, in love with love. We love her.
Yeah. I know.
Oh my God,
you're looking great, Case. We need to see you.
Yeah, we need to see you soon. No, not soon. Like maybe like in a week, Char.
with your, I'm taking dating
I'm
tips.
taking these
G3.
dating tips. Okay, so like, Marie, what is the one, kasi I'll start it. Like the one dating tip I will leave to, like, with Casey, like, 158 remaining, 1 minute 50, oh my God, we talked for an hour. Okay, so the one dating tip I will leave behind is like, I feel like you shouldn't go out with someone unless you feel comfortable about, going out with that someone. It's okay to, like when he asks you out, sabihin niya parang, okay, let's go out this weekend, and you don't feel comfortable, like parang, okay, can we wait, like let's talk a while first, like on social media and stuff like that, ganyan, until you feel comfortable. Kasi parang ang hassle if you go out with that someone just because he said that, like, can we go out this weekend, and you feel awkward. So it's always good to know, like, maybe a foundation of information, like, alam mo yan, para when you go out, you feel a lot more comfortable, as opposed to like when it's forced and because he gave you a schedule, ganyan. So I feel like only go out with someone when you feel comfortable enough to be alone with that person. What about you? 1 minute, Marie.
If he's not worth it, don't do it, girl. Hey, Noelle. Noelle, how are you? I haven't seen you for a long time.
I'm gonna see you after this. I hope. And I can't wait to meet Bertie. Oh my God, Bertie is so...
Come on.
Let's
go. Let's
meet
not meet up soon. Great to see you. I miss you.
Oo, sige, kukulitin kita ha. I miss you too. Kukulitin kita ha. Ayusin na natin yan. I-organize na natin.
Muna sa akin yung photo nung guys.
Can you say hi to Matthias? Hi to Matthias. He's coming after you. Say
Hi,
hi to
Matthias. I'm gonna watch you guys. I'm gonna watch you after this.
Oh, sige. Kasi David din. Kilala mo naman si David, di ba?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, yes.
Bye.
Bye, babe. See
Good night.
you.
Thank you so much. 5 seconds.
Good
I'll see you.
night. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.